We are responding with countermeasures worth 26 billion euros.
The union treats us very badly. They have for years. I saw that.
In recent days, as a result of Trump's decisions and serious policy decisions taken in the past, Tesla has been under a very serious impact and serious sales declines. The loss of stock value and the millions of dollars lost by the company. And while much of this is due to Elon Musk's proximity to politics, there is also a European crisis to be seen. The giant powers affecting the world economy, the US, China, Russia, and European countries, have recently started to take different strategic steps. We will take a look at the fluctuations between Europe and America. As soon as the new American government came in, it applied a different function to Europe than the sanctions it imposed on Canada and Mexico. President Trump imposed a 200% alcohol tariff on Europe, and this step angered the Europeans so much that Europe decided to impose a 50% tariff on the United States. Europe and America, which have had a close relationship for many years, have been taking hard steps towards disagreement on many issues in recent days, and we will watch and see how far this situation will go. By the way, don't forget to subscribe, friends. Now let's get back to our topic. The sharp declines for the United States of America are still continuing, especially after Tesla CEO Elon Musk recorded serious declines in Tesla shares after his open support for Trump. As Trump continues the tariff crisis, many companies in America have faced the same depreciation and trade difficulties. It remains to be seen what the economic and political steps taken by President Trump will lead to. When we look at Tesla's January 2024 sales data, we see 18,100 units, and in January today, we see that a total of 9,950 units of Tesla were sold in January. Friends, there is a 45% decrease here. Europeans seem to have made a boycott against Tesla vehicles due to the politics with the US. And the biggest reason for these is the serious decisions of America. After the serious decline in Tesla shares, Tesla is now discredited in Germany, and sales have declined by 60%. It is said that Elon Musk's support for far-right parties in Europe is an effect of this, and the main cause of the problems is that leftist parties are taking steps against them. Increased competition in electric vehicles is no longer looking very good for Tesla. Sales in the United Kingdom in January were in good shape, but continued to decline until today after Musk's steps. The activist steps towards Musk are still ongoing, and with the Nazi salute in one of his meetings, Musk's claims and comments about today's hits on social media continue. Things have now reached such a critical level that vehicle sales have even escalated in the US. Musk's political activities have even led to protests in some cities, and in a report released by Wedbush, he made it clear that Musk's alliance with Trump has completely alienated some consumers. Although the Tesla side doesn't seem to care much at the moment, Trump's new decisions could make the company a target again. Every decision and every step taken by the United States of America seems to drag such a large and giant economy into a bad course. Lithium-ion sources required for Tesla vehicles are very limited in America, which is a separate need that affects the company. Another dimension of Trump's support for Tesla was the Tesla vehicles brought to the White House for advertising, especially in the red model, posing with Elon Musk. It is said that Trump did the company a great favor. But the general attitude towards Tesla does not change this fact, unfortunately. But this approach and support of Trump attracted great attention. American Senator Chris Murphy attracted a lot of attention with his allegations of corruption in the public eye, and his populist policies and crazy steps have worsened many situations because a lot of people's investments are in question. Some of them have lost their pensions. Some of them have lost their own savings due to the decline in stocks. If Tesla's closeness to Trump and politics continues, it is obvious that this decline will rise even higher. We will see the proximity situations in the European Union scenario, and China, which will benefit from this situation, has reached a high number of sales in the world for the first time. If we look at August 2024, we see that there is a 33% increase from that day to today. We have seen the Chinese market in Europe grow by 40%. The removal of subsidies to sell low-emission products in the UK has also had a devastating effect in Germany. The entire European market seems to have followed suit. After significant sales in Europe and the UK, 2024 closed with a 3% decline. Despite the 2024 decline, we can easily say that the demand for electric vehicles is growing, with a 24% increase in the European market. The Chinese market grew by 2% in general, and if we look at the monthly and annual basis, it has increased by 36%. Most of the 40% electric vehicle growth in 2024 comes from China, with 81% coming from FHIV-type vehicles. Especially PHEVs vehicles, to increase range, have a high impact on serious growth and development. The Chinese market continues its sales in Turkey, and in 2025, BYD vehicles are still being sold and became the best-selling vehicle manufacturer. In the Chinese market, it is noteworthy that 1/3 of the vehicles sold in the country are BYD models, and the fact that the brand has more than 40 models reveals surprising results. It targets new productions with big new factories in China, and he is clearly aiming to gain market share in Europe. The United Kingdom leader's targeting of Trump's successive heavy steps against Canada, Mexico, and the European Union have brought many problems. But how to get out of this situation with a policy is a bit complicated. But Trump should take a fresh look at his relations with Europe and other countries and take new decisive steps. Otherwise, all these tensions will escalate even more. We hope that we will hear a lot of positive news as soon as possible, because this situation will start to affect the people and the citizens, especially Canada's sovereignty concerns, have really galvanized the Canadian people, and we hope that we will have more good news. Thank you for watching so far. Don't forget to subscribe for more economic and political videos. Your support is important. Stay in good health.